Hi, and welcome to another episode of The Disruptive Author. My name's Deborah Fay, and today I'm going to give you 3 ways to stop your fear of being visible from stealing your dream of being published. So what happens to an aspiring author who desperately wants to become published but can't follow through on their dream because they've got a very real fear of being visible? More often than not, they give up on their dream. How sad is that? They might want to pour their heart and soul into creating something they can proudly say is theirs, but instead of putting their time and energy into writing a book, they put it aside for tomorrow, and we all know tomorrow never comes. They fill up their time with more important things, take on other responsibilities, put others first, and they seem to find a whole lot of excuses as to why they can't possibly find the time to write their book. Then, as the saying goes, they go to the grave with their book still inside. But what if there was a way to work through those fears so that you could realize your dream and allow yourself to have that experience of a lifetime? That's what I want to talk about today. I want to explore where the fear of being visible comes from and look at the different ways in which authors can overcome those fears so that they can actually realize their dreams. When we understand something better, we often have the capacity to make better choices, which lead to better outcomes for us. And of course, what is genuinely good for us is genuinely good for the people around us and the people who matter to us. Just have a think about that. So why would someone be afraid of being visible? I'm sure there's many possible answers to that, but generally speaking, the fear of being exposed and being vulnerable is what makes most writers most uncomfortable about being visible. And the fear of being exposed and being vulnerable exposes even deeper fears for us. The fear of being rejected, for example, being humiliated, or being hurt in some way that we might not feel we're equipped to handle. You might have heard of glossophobia, which of course is the fear of public speaking. It's a very common phobia and one that is believed to affect a very large percentage of the population. Some people believe that they would rather die than speak in public. Well, it's the same for becoming an author. Almost all authors go through this. So how do other authors overcome this fear of being visible? What do they do that they can follow their hearts and realize their dreams? Here's a couple of things that I've observed that make a huge difference to other authors who've done their rite of passage and moved from aspiring to published. The first thing you need to do is change your focus. Stop thinking about yourself. Think about your reader. What do they want to hear from you? What do they need? How can you help them? This also applies to public speaking. When you genuinely care about the message and what sort of an impact that's going to have on your chosen audience, it takes the focus off you and it helps you to move forward with confidence. The second thing you need to do is get creative. Creativity is a really important part of our existence, and without it, we would not, and indeed could not, have advanced as a race. Make a list of every single one of your personal fears. Go through each one and ask yourself how reasonable your fear is. Then work out a strategy for, firstly, minimizing the risk, and secondly, dealing with each of your fears in the event that they might come to pass. If you've got a strategy, then you'll find you feel differently about the fear. And when we approach something with an open mind and a willing spirit, we can achieve great things. And history is full of amazing stories of people who've overcome adversity on their way to realizing their dreams. The third thing you need to do is go all out. Finally, just get a little attitude, or a lot if that's what's required. You are the author of your own life story, and you get to decide how you're going to respond to the complications in each chapter of your life. How do you want your story to read? How do you want it to end? Fear is a thief. Don't let it dictate to you what you do and don't get to experience in this lifetime. In the words of one of our more disruptive authors, Trish Springsteen, 60 seconds of insane courage can make a world of difference. So go big. Don't go home. That's it from me for today. I do hope this has inspired you to go and get writing. We've got some free downloads that might be helpful to you on your author journey, and you can find them at our website at disruptivepublishing.com.au. If you would like some company while you work through your fears and write your book, join us in the Authorpreneurs Bootcamp. We teach authors how to write, publish, and promote their books, and we're great company. You can find out all about that at disruptivepublishing.com.au/join the club. Or you can book in for a free information call and we can talk about your options for becoming an author. Just go to calendly.com/disruptive publishing/free info call and pick a time that works best for you. Have a great week, everybody.